damn.
I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. F it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Hey, y'all, this is Ryan Monso, and this is a Talking About Them Cougars podcast from GoCoogs.com. That's Brad Towns. That's Galen Robinson. We're going to do this for an hour, probably not any longer. So here we go. Times 7. Brad, Star Pizza.
Ooh, yes.
Good people. Better pizza.
Gotta
Talk to
love
us,
us
Bradley.
some Star Pizza.
All right, go for it. There we go. Star Pizza time. Always Star Pizza time.
Damn
Get
right.
you. If you don't eat pizza from Star Pizza between now and tip-off Saturday night,
Well, I mean, you know,
You're not a
if
U of H
you
fan.
If you don't eat pizza from Star Pizza, go to your toilet, put your head in the toilet, and flush it.
swirling
Because
yourself.
Flush the toilet.
Exactly.
flush the
That's
toilet.
what you deserve.
But you know, here's an
Take
idea.
your ass a Star Pizza, man.
Grab yourself a little Star Pizza and then eat that on the way to San Antonio. Perfect road trip. I can't think of anything better.
When Galen and I get on that Greyhound bus, we are going to have some Star Pizza with us for that 8-hour journey to San Antonio. 23 stops.
I just envision y'all in like a old folks home bus. You know, with the cool little elevator lift at the door, lift you
I
up
can
and
do
down.
that. It would work.
Y'all don't need that. Y'all would need it if I was with you.
Yeah. Scott Doak, did they forget? Nope, here we are. We started right at 8 o'clock. I don't know where you were. So let's talk about our weeks. What you been doing? What you doing? What's going on? Galen, are you back in Houston?
Nah, I get back tomorrow. I've been packing hella shit out here in Birmingham. But yeah, get back tomorrow and shit, hitting the road early Friday morning to get my ass to San Antonio. Got now.
Right.
Coach Samson, he called me this morning. I'm amped up.
What, did you?
My
did you
guy
answer?
my guy called me this morning. I'm amped up, man. I'm amped up.
What did he say?
If I tell you, I gotta kill you. But
That's
I'm
fine. It's worth it.
what
What do
is
I
it?
have to live for? You know,
Huh?
nothing.
But no, I gotta tell you is like Coach Sam, he's a teacher at heart. He fucking can't help himself. But as he said this, said that, and he was like, son, Galen, whenever I went to your relationship with your mom is what sold me on you. And he was like, I think he said, my mom, she used to teach special needs children whenever he was recruiting me. And he was like, seeing how your mom operated in that classroom, that told me all I needed to know. You know, and it's just like, I'm just glad that, like, you remember that first off, and it's just like you remembered me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, man, I can't wait to get to San Antonio and watch our guys whip some motherfucking ass. Goddamn, I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's been over a year since you've been to a U of H game, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, we're going to fix that Saturday night. This is a good one to start with.
Absolutely.
How excited do you get whenever you hear the media downplay everything that U of H is bringing to the table in this game?
I mean, that's their job, and it's just like that's normal. Like we're not the media darlings, so it's I think we're more so used to getting the short end of the stick when it comes to the media. So, in my honest opinion, fuck them. Like it's like they don't know what we're made of. They don't know our culture. We're not the guy. We're not the guys that have the draft picks and lottery picks year in and year out. So, fuck them. But we're in the Final Four. They're gonna remember us for sure. I'm a firm believer in what I got and our guys and what they can achieve.
Yeah, I see. When I look at it, people still don't understand how or why we win. The only thing that they can say is that we play hard. Everybody plays hard, or at least they think they play hard.
Yeah.
And everybody, apparently plays against great defense. I mean, Tennessee played in the greatest conference in the history of conferences.
Life.
They were the best. They were the second or third best team in the country defensively, and then they shit all over themselves with an ounce of pressure. I mean, I'll say this: Duke could be the greatest team ever, but they have not faced. They have no idea what they're getting into. They have no clue about the chaos they're about to step into. They might be able to answer that bell, but they are going to get physically beat up, and nobody understands what's coming.
And Coach Samson, he kind of hinted at such, like, just our toughness. I can't say verbatim what he said, but it's just like he basically, in a nutshell, says, you know what, our toughness gives us a chance against anybody. Yeah, but
it's like
he said it though. It was just like, brother, shit, give me a fucking jersey. That brother, he can motivate anybody.
It's like people thinking that hurricanes aren't such a big deal. People who don't live on the coast, who've never been through one, they're like, it's a hurricane. It's just wind and some rain, right? Like, okay, you wait and see. Go through one, you'll figure it out.
Wait till your house is in pieces. Goddamn. Wait till your house is fried.
Like Ron White, it's not that the wind's blowing, it's what the wind is blowing.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Galen on 365 Sports. Galen cheated on y'all.
Never.
365. Auditioning for the big time. You notice he didn't mention the website. We got to work on that. We got to work on marketing, branding. But we'll get there. We're going to get there. What's up, Godfather, Brad, and Roy? Good people. Thank you. Dude.
Now I enjoyed watching that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to tell you. They ate you up. You really know how to get old white dudes to like you. Is this a free speech podcast?
I love that.
You and Hollis, man, y'all crack me up. I went and watched Hollis and Qantas again this morning to see if it held up from Sunday. Right. That was pretty good. And somebody gave us a good podcast name for when we hire them. So shout out to that. Duke Stan analysis. Duke is taller. Duke wins. Boy, that's probably all you need to know. Shout out to Ryan and the channel for all the great content. Looking forward to this weekend. You're welcome. We have had a blast doing it. told y'all I was going to take Monday off. I worked 15 hours. So, didn't quite work out how I wanted. Got my Houston versus everybody hoodie on Monday.
Sure. As
One
you should.
substantial.
Yes, sir.
Been loving Star Pizza since back in the Gap.
Sheesh.
59 Diner was still up and running. Well, that was just a
Oh,
few
yeah.
years ago, but I liked me some 59 Diner. I have been since that location was by 59. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Galen. About to order me a Beat Everyone t-shirt from The Godfather. What is this about to?
I appreciate that. Big Scott, go ahead and tap in, man.
Yeah.
He's dragging ass. Go ahead and get your order. Go ahead.
Yeah, put that credit card on file just in case.
Absolutely, brother. Yeah. Go ahead and do that.
We're going a little far. Is Brad getting off the couch? No. I mean,
And Doak is
What?
really, really concerned about what I do.
you know what? You are becoming a big piece of this fan base, and people are just so worried.
The Brad.
Not the Brad.
People are so worried about you. But here's what I would tell them. Where has your ass been for 30 of the last 31 games? It's been in that seat.
Mm-hmm.
Watching it from right there.
You think I'm changing a thing?
You
I'm
won
wearing the same
30.
clothes. I'll be
You
wearing the
haven't-
same drawers.
Not the same draws, Towns. God damn.
Hey, I wash them, man.
Hey, brother, you a big dude. You got
I've already washed them,
you
dude.
gotta have some variety with them underwear, man.
Hey, man, I've got like 30, one for each day of the week.
Oh shit.
It's like I go through a loop each month. Boom, we're good. I find out which one's lucky, then I mark it, put it right on a Sharpie on it.
Wait, you're putting your name in your underwear?
No,
That's pretty weird.
I just mark which ones are lucky.
Whatever draws you've been wearing.
Whatever you're doing.
We've been winning. God,
Hey, man, I ain't
draws
changing a
on,
thing.
man. Keep them draws on. Please.
That's the weirdest. I don't know what's happening. Finna give Duke that belt. That's more Galen thing than me. Great reason to keep the chip on that shoulder. Even if they didn't have one right now, they would find one.
Oh, yeah.
That is the thing that this program, I think, does a really good job scouting. And I think they do a really good job to keep their guys pissed off.
Yeah.
And
I go back, and I really do mean this, that I firmly believe that the American Athletic Conference really helped us in developing the amount of consistency that this team has played with over the years, because those are tough lessons where you can't overlook anyone. Because you are legitimately playing against teams that are many levels below you. But if you play bad, they can come up and get you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always an ECU out there lurking. And especially even worse in a league like Big 12 where teams are better. I mean, Colorado can challenge you on the road.
in the American, the only real difference in the two to me is that one loss never turned into two in that league, at least for this program.
Yeah.
Right.
In this conference, it can, and it did at the beginning of last year with Iowa State and TCU. But they have done a really good job of figuring that out. Apparently, Houston doesn't have an offense.
Sure.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I sat next to national media people in Indianapolis, not by choice. And they hated watching U of H. It was clear from hearing them talk that they had never actually watched. They had never had to pay attention. Or you might have 8 games on and, it's one of them, but they're not sitting there ringside. and they didn't like it because it wasn't pretty like Duke and Auburn and Alabama. But there's different ways to do it, and it's fine that they don't have a clue. John Shire knows, and I think you'll be okay. Maybe you get disrespected, but that's okay. It's great when you're watching a game and the announcers are as surprised as anybody. Like, holy crap, look at these guys. What is happening? Media hype is going to favor the closest to the East Coast. You're the only team west of Auburn, Alabama in this thing. You have a lot of the country that is not part of this East Coast dominated BS. But this is true. But even if it wasn't, Duke will always be the favorite of CBS and ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. And that's fun. I think just embrace it. Just have fun with it. Who cares? Happy birthday, Godfather. Had a birthday on Monday. I called him. He was having steak at lunch. That's how you know your day is going well.
Oh, yeah. High roller treatment, baby.
Yeah. It was Golden Corral, I believe.
Hey, even
It
better.
was steak. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Golden
Oh.
Corral, man. You can stack them 4 high.
Absolutely the fuck not. No Golden Corral.
That's what Towns does with his women. He's stacked.
You gotta learn to appreciate
Like a
Golden
s'more.
Corral to really appreciate the next level.
No, you don't.
Of course you do.
No, you don't. John Shire said he wanted to scrimmage U of H before his first season. They did. To show his team what tough looks like. I believe Duke came here to Houston.
Yeah.
I believe for that one.
That's what the word on the street.
They also, yes, the super secret scrimmage. They being Duke also played U of H last year in the tournament. I don't
Getting
know what's
swatted?
happening. Uh-oh. Do you have a peeper? Uh-oh. I don't know. Is he about to get naked? What is happening?
Nothing, fellas.
Oh. Boy, that could have gone a really weird way. They played U of H last year. The freshmen are the only ones who don't know what's coming. Okay, I hear Galen say our guys are willing to go places that Duke isn't.
I agree.
Galen agrees with himself. Cooper Flag and Duke are so great, so big. But great to see the Cougs beat them down. I know U of H fans believe it's possible.
Yeah.
But it's for real possible. Like if you were drafting, like who's the number one guy from these two teams, you wouldn't have it. You probably wouldn't have number 2 or 3. But I've done like 5 radio interviews in the last 2 days. And one of them I was saying, if you just stack the rosters next to each other, you're going to choose that Duke roster every time. If you're just going on solo talent.
Sure.
But once you build a team, U of H team might be where it's at.
Like I said, people don't understand why this team is good and how this team is so good because, most really don't know what the hell they're looking at. They just watch the ball run around, and that's why they like pretty offense.
Sorry, getting the GoCoogs intern is texting.
To them, to a lot of the national media, defense is a blocked shot. It's like, oh, that's great defense. It's like, oh, okay.
Like,
every miss is great defense, bro.
Well, except for whenever people don't, when people shoot 20% against 3, shoot 20% from 3 against us, then it's, they just had an off night. It's like, damn, There was like 28
lot
off
of
nights
off
this
nights.
year.
It's weird.
It's like,
But to
you know,
beat everyone.
I mean, you know, you think that every now and then you think, okay, yeah, that was an off night. But when it constantly happens, game after game after game.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence.
Brad is like a Yeti, legend and never seen in person.
There's enough people that have seen me in person to know that they
Yeah.
don't want to see me anymore in person.
We used to call him Urban Sasquatch.
Oh, Brad.
Yes.
And I think that's appropriate. Who scouted Duke? I am 100% certain this is a Kellen Sampson scout.
Jayme?
Jayme is also working on a scout. In your opinions, what team that the Cougars played this year most resembles Duke?
I would say they're a more skilled, more well-rounded, and more disciplined Arizona.
Yeah, and also Duke has, I feel like they have good positional size.
Yes.
Like they, so yeah, I mean, yeah, Arizona on steroids type. I can see that.
Yeah. We'll save that one for Jayme. Ask him as well.
That was a great question.
Yeah. Chip or not, you have to create that narrative in your head. They slapped my mom. I'm sorry. They killed my... Oh, I'm really sorry. Whatever makes you play with controlled rage is where your mind has to go. Is that what you think, Galen, you have to play with controlled rage?
I mean, it's I'd say you have to play with the sense of desperation because obviously it's a win or go home situation. But yeah, you got to play with a sense of desperation. It's just like you have to go into that game with the mindset of there is no tomorrows, so it's like if it's a 50-50 ball, beat the first one to it. If it's a box out that might not feel like doing, do it. There's no tomorrows. So everything's on the line. And, the bigger the stakes, we have the chance to be a national champion in your home state. So it's fuck being tired. Do whatever you got to do to accomplish the mission, so whatever that entails.
The Riverwalk will burn if U of H wins that game Monday night. The river will burn.
I'll piss in the Riverwalk. I'll piss.
Okay, well let's keep it classy. All right.
Oh shit!
Seriously, Arizona played with Duke even. Biggest plays were those 2 threes before the half. Jayme Hollingsworth, do you agree? Beat everyone. That looks like a very generic T-shirt you bought at Walmart.
Yeah, you a lie. You a lie. You capping like a motherfucker, right? You capping.
Hang on.
Let me. I've had to pack a lot of shit today. Jayme, you got the floor. You about to get a scout report, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, lad.
Hang on. Capping, according to Urban Dictionary, capping
Ryan
means lying or exaggerating.
Exactly.
While no cap.
You
means
lying about
truthfully.
that shit being generic.
Okay, I have to go to my site and learn what these things mean.
Yeah, you gotta run it through his honky dictionary.
It's true. Jayme, have you watched Arizona and Duke, or did you watch that game? Do you have anything?
Yeah, I mean, I think they can be played with. I mean, I think that Arizona's probably the toughest team that they've seen probably since Auburn, which was before their conference run. So, I think we're a much tougher team than Arizona. But yeah, they were probably the toughest that they've seen since Auburn.
Okay. How about this question? In your opinion, what team that the Cougars played this year most resembles Duke?
I mean, we haven't seen the size that Duke has. They don't have a player under 6'5" since Utah, but they're obviously not Utah. But they do have that positional size that you guys were just talking about. You know, even Sion James from Tulane. You know, he's 6'6" point guard, strong kid. I can't really think of anybody to compare them to just because they're so big but so skilled. You know, Utah was huge, but they didn't have the skill.
Okay, fair. Not what we were looking for. Sam's Boat and Golden Corral. Hopefully he did it the other way around. He didn't go to Golden Corral after a Sam's Boat bender.
No, you go next door to Sam's place on steak night.
There you go.
Got to know the game.
Pete's going to be in San Antonio, so can't say anything mean. If the Cougs keep it in the 60s, they win. Well, that's pretty much the case every day. Need Gonzaga crier for this game. See, that's the thing about this team is you don't need a specific person to repeat a specific game. Emmanuel had a 16 and 17 point game this weekend. Milos Uzon had a big game. LJ had a game at Gonzaga. You know, everybody's having games. I don't think for Jawan or any of the bigs are going to have huge games in this game, but I think any of those guards could do it.
Well, I know
Fair?
I know that they're supremely confident, or at least the internet is supremely confident that that they are going to treat LJ like they treated Sears. Maybe they do, but those two are two completely different guys. I mean, they look at them and they say, well, they're both what 6'1", 6'2", so therefore they are the same. But those two play completely different games. But hey, you know what? If they want to do everything they can to just lock down Crier, then guess what? We win this by 15. Because everything else opens up. If you're going to do everything you can to take him out, you're not going to guard everybody else. So, and that's the thing that separates this team from a lot in the country is that they can beat you with multiple people. Yeah. Just whatever you want. Who do you want to take? Okay, then we counter with the other.
U of H won that scrimmage 61-50. This doesn't mean as much as you think because while they do scrimmage, they also do some end-of-game situations that count. I mean,
you got
score is fine, but it doesn't mean anything. Especially it's a late October scrimmage. It doesn't, and it was 2.5 years ago, so it doesn't really connect.
I mean,
but
even when we played A&M, it was a preseason game. It didn't matter.
I know it's a pretty hot topic that people are talking about. You know, we played them last year. They only had one player that played against us last year, in Proctor. Sion James saw us, a couple of years ago when he was at Tulane, but those are the only two players that have ever played against U of H. So I think, if we come out and punch them in the mouth to start the game, they're still freshmen. So I know they're superstars. They're going to be, high-level NBA players, but they're still freshmen playing against grown men. So I think that's
the Final Four.
Yeah, exactly.
Which matters.
Yeah.
So
there's very, very much a difference.
My family in Pittsburgh are rooting. There you go. I hate that we're not part of the national media. Only get national coverage if we're playing someone they deem relevant. Yeah.
Well, I mean, one, we don't have the fan base of Tennessee or Auburn,
no.
But the rest of them, we don't have the history.
Yeah.
I mean, we can say, "Oh, well, we've got 5 Slamma Jamma." That was in the fucking
Well,
80s.
I don't think how you cover a team now depends on what happened 40 years ago or even 10 years
No,
ago.
that's what I'm saying. But when you we've had such a gap. We're basically a team that came out of nowhere in the last 10 years. That's
Well,
exactly what we
that's
did.
exactly what they did. Yeah.
It takes a while. It takes a long time to get more and more hype. And then also our play style doesn't lend itself to that type of hype.
I got to say,
Okay, you said hype. I thought you said pipe, and I was so weirded out by like where you were going. But hype, that makes a lot more sense.
I thought
Go
it was
ahead,
pretty,
Jamie.
I thought it was pretty cool just seeing Shasta and our crowd in the Coke Zero commercial. You know, it's just rare that y'all are right that they don't put us in the commercials and the talk about us, but just to be in a major commercial that they play every single commercial break, I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay.
I just hope I hope they're done with the freaking Yukon fight song commercial. Jesus Christ.
I don't know what that is. Rumor that Ryan was doing shots with Dennis Dodds at St. Elmo's in Indy. That is not correct. We had dinner. I got drunk, but not shots. I was drinking what could politely be called a little bitch drink, not a shot. Traveling to San Antonio with my Star Pizza.
Boom. That's it right there. That's style, baby.
I like it. I hope this game is close towards the end because if I'm not mistaken, Duke hasn't played many close games. Jayme's shaking his head vigorously.
Yeah, that's in my key points at the end of the scouting report is, I mean, they've been blowing people out. The last time that they were really in a close game was the game that I watched against North Carolina at North Carolina. You know, I think that if we talk about all the time, basketball is a game of runs. We know they're going to make a run. If we can get that last run and just keep it close, then yeah, I think we definitely have a chance in the end there.
Was that the last game of the season? The day of the Baylor game?
Yeah, it was their last regular season game.
Galen, I have been impressed with the coaching staff's ability to prepare the team with short turnarounds. How about a week to prepare? What's the difference?
It's just the level of familiarity. You're able to, get way more in detail. But at this point of the year, it's Jimmy's and Joe's, not X's and O's. It's just about, who you are at your core as a team and as a unit, as opposed to what game plan that you can, create. So, these guys are fighting for a national championship, man. Everything's on the line. So you can have whatever game plan you want to have, but it's like if you don't have the mentality to withstand whatever adversity the game presents, then you're going home.
There you go. Jay says that the team that U of H has played that most resembles is a little bit of UCF in Arizona, a little bit of Kansas. That UCF team was not good. That Kansas team was not good. Arizona's pretty good, but not tough.
That team was good. That team was good.
Galen, your mom is a hero, heading to one substantial to place an order. Yeah. I loved your story about your mom. I can't wait to meet her, and I'm excited about that. Jayme, Brad, talk to me about Wally Szczerbiak.
Is this a free speech platform? No, I can't push the the I can't tell you exactly what I want to say, but I hated Wally as a player, and I hated him even more as a commentator. I don't think the dude watches basketball. And he does. If he does, then he only watches the offensive end.
Well, I mean, that's all he did.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was. I mean, I still remember him as a player. I mean, he became the poster boy. It's like, oh God, we got the great white hype. Look at that jawline. Everybody, look at him. Look at his pretty jump shot. And look at him suck. He's literally the guy that he was JJ Redick, basically, just stand in the corner and shoot. That's it, because he sure as fuck wasn't defending anything.
Okay.
But he's got his platform, and boy, going
crazy. He
just, hammers the point home that he sucks every single time he opens his mouth.
But hey, Micah Shrewsbury's doing a hell of a job at Penn State, so he's got those boys ready to play. He hasn't been there in 2 years, Wally. Jesus,
y'all are such haters.
I don't mind people with hot takes that have understandable. I mean, it's not even a hot take to say Duke's a damn good team, but the reason why Duke is going to be the champion is because they're taller. What? Seriously?
That's what he said. I'm not going to defend it. T-shirt purchased. Scott got it done. Yeah, that's cute. Since they don't have a traditional point guard, I wonder who they'll turn to facilitate things when things go south. Jayme?
Seems like Proctor's kind of their guy when they need the ball in somebody's hands to make a play. He's pretty good at getting to the paint. He can shoot the three. I see on James, he's heady, he's strong. But I don't know that, this is his first time in the big show. So I'll be interested to see, how he does. He can get a little loose with the ball. They're going to play through flag. But in the game against Clemson, they held him under 20 points. Their bench combined for 5 points. Their 7-2 kid had 3. So if you can just kind of keep everybody, within range, shut down their bench, don't let anybody, get off when they come off the bench, then that's probably what gives you the best chance to win. Let flag get 15 to 20, Knippel somewhere in that range, and then they just try to shut everybody else down.
Okay. The freshman thing is played out. They won't get rattled. This is a whole different stage. Even veteran players get rattled in this stage. And I put the pressure on them. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not banking on them getting rattled.
No.
But what I am banking on is them having to fight through chaos that they haven't faced, especially as the game stays close the later it gets, because they haven't been in that situation. Not when it's mattered, not with anything on the line.
Yeah. Who cares?
Maybe it's because they're the greatest team ever.
Could be. Who cares what the national media think? Let's win. We want to keep the national media away. We get crazy access because there's just not that many people around. Yesterday, there were like 1,000 people there for Media Day. And I knew we weren't getting anything because there's just too many people. But when it's our little group, man, I love it. My fear is they call the game tight. Well, here's what you have to realize. It's going to be called tight. You're going to have to win a game that is called tight. Duke, they're not going to have 8 free throws in a game that Duke plays. Just not going to happen. So you're going to have to win that game. But they know it. We're the Gonzaga of the South. Gonzaga doesn't get this media attention either. That's a pretty good point. They've done it for 25 years, and you never hear about them.
Well,
Mainly because you can't find their games.
They had a couple of years when they had Timmy and Suggs, and then Holmgren after them. They got a good bit of run for a few years. But outside of that, yeah, I agree. But that's the thing, is that we just got to keep doing it. We just got to keep doing it. We're never going to be anybody's favorite. Let's just put it that way. It's not enough people like the way we play.
I was on a radio show this morning in Portland. It was a morning show. It was about 7 o'clock their time. And Galen, this is for you.
Well, Ryan Monso's our guest, GoCoogs.com. You say professional. My co-host is currently scarfing down a hot dog at 7 a.m. West Coast time. So I want to ask you, because you're going to be at the
third, right?
It's his third. Well, yeah, he's going on his third one right here. So, Ryan, people are going to be at this Final Four. They're going to want to eat a hot dog at some point at this basketball game. Ryan Monso puts what on his hot dog?
Oh, boy. So here's I don't eat the wiener. I just don't like the wiener. I like the rest. We call it a chili boat. So it's a bun, heated, toasted, mustard, chili, cheese, and onions.
With no hot dog.
No wiener, yeah.
No wiener. Hold the wiener.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might be the best drop that anybody's ever given our show.
That was
and
fantastic.
I can't thank you enough for that. That's wonderful. Speaking of that,
Now you're going to choke on a hot dog.
I might choke after that comment. I might choke on a hot dog.
Thanks so much for hopping on this morning, Ryan. A no wiener man. That's good to know. And enjoy the Final Four.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all, guys.
All right, there we go. Ryan Monso of GoCoogs.com. He says, hold the wiener.
No wiener for Ryan. No wiener for him.
He's a no wiener man.
no wiener man. I can respect that.
He wants chili on a toasted bun with some cheese and some mustard.
I don't eat the wiener.
I thought he was still on, and I'm like, oh my God, you didn't hang up. All right, well, that was that.
If we
that
don't
was the
get
Daily Ticker today.
If we don't get an award for me heating hot dogs on an electric skillet, by the way, just like throwing the entire thing on, which was a horrible idea. I don't know what I was doing.
What do you mean?
We were live on the air.
Why did you throw the bun in there?
I know. It was a bad idea, and then it backfired on me. I should have just thrown the meat on there, and then I'm panicking,
stupid.
and then I couldn't get it off. We're live. I got to ask a question. I'm next up.
Submitting this segment for a Marconi.
And then as I'm doing this, eating a hot dog in the middle of the interview, this guy says I don't like wieners.
I don't eat the wiener.
Just, if that doesn't win an award, what else can we do?
Galen's been like that with his hand over his face for the last 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Galen, you all right? I mean, I even did a video.
Have I taught you nothing?
You haven't. No.
Unfucking believable. You have no.
Here's the thing.
You have no pause etiquette. Unbelievable.
You're the one cursing. Look. You're the one that likes the wiener, okay? We don't like the wiener. We're not fans. Anyways.
I don't mind the idea of a chili boat, though.
God bless you. Very much so. Hold the wing. Hey, bro, that was so many pauses. I don't even feel comfortable repeating them. Because I don't know if this is like fit for viewer description. Like, this is crazy.
What is your problem? I mean, okay, that's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
We can't.
Hold the wiener.
Hi, y'all.
I was like, Ryan, get your beat.
I don't even know what that means. But
So Coach Simpson would say, guys like Ryan, get your beat. Guys like Ryan, get fired. God damn.
That's pretty damn funny.
Yeah, hold the wiener. Hold the wiener.
I'm afraid to know where this picture folder goes.
I no longer feel safe.
Me Cronin, that's crazy.
Hey, that's my wiener.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
It kind of does look like one.
Yeah. I mean, anyways, so that was my morning.
Well, so what's what do y'all got going for anything planned for your trip?
Once we get off the Greyhound, Galen and I are going to Honcho's Churros
Mike Honcho?
to find the big San Antonio women.
I love all my queens. Y'all ain't big. Y'all just need a little bit of extra loving. Y'all ain't big. None of y'all. Y'all ain't big.
Thick with extra C's?
No, y'all ain't big. No, none of that.
Yeah. Stop eating Crisco.
I'm more interested in the churros.
That's why I'm going.
I mean, is there different kinds of churros? I mean,
I don't know.
Hopefully they special it up and, kind of like a fair would do.
Why do you need it's sugar and dough? What else why do you need something else?
Why
Cinnamon,
not?
Maybe? I don't know. Duke likes to hold the wiener. Hold the wiener, no Diddy. There you go. Back to the basketball talk. Apparently, sorry, Cristiano. Zesty. I've never called anything zesty in my entire life.
It's a nice word. Zest.
That's
it is.
zesty.
Oh, God. Here we go. All right, Brad, what's next on your do we have anything planned? No. We're going to practice in media availability Friday. And then it's kind of just wherever it takes us. I thought about doing some sort of GoCoogs Cats meetup, but then I'd have to go. And
What about a little trip to the Alamo? What's that bar that's right over there off the Alamo where Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders hung out? I figured you would know that one, Ryan.
I don't know that one.
I forget the name of it.
I know. Well, clearly, the rest of us do too.
It's been a long time.
Jayme, not from around here. He don't know. He didn't have to go through 7th grade Texas history. The rest of us did. I don't know the name of that bar.
There's cats from one of the riverboats floating around on the Riverwalk.
A riverboat? Yeah,
what?
it's like 12 feet wide.
So, Tom, what you sipping on?
Oh, coffee.
Brother, it's 9 p.m.
He don't keep our hours.
It doesn't work on me.
Yeah.
It says the Manger Bar.
There it is. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Okay.
Y'all can go to Dick's Last Resort and get yelled at.
I'm sorry, where?
I don't know if that still exists.
There was one near the arena in Indianapolis, like a block from St. Elmo's, and what was Tom's Watch Bar, which is in my top 10 sports bars I've ever been to. I thought that place was phenomenal. It's a shame it's way up there. But yeah, nobody's going to Dick's. So
it is Rough Rider Bar at the Menger Hotel.
Menger Hotel.
When you go in, you gotta stop, drop, open up shop. Ryan's clueless. Galen's like, God dang, white people.
No, Towns is drinking coffee. Towns has different hours than the rest of us. He texts me from 1 a.m. till 5 a.m. nonstop, and then I don't hear from him for like 12 hours because he didn't sleep like us.
No, I'm usually up at 5 a.m.
Yeah. What else is on your outline there, Towns? Did we talk enough about Duke? Do y'all feel like you know a little bit more?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to the game. That's and we can talk about all the strategy. And the thing is that there's not a whole lot we're going to do any different, really.
You are at the yeah.
Let's talk about the McDonald's All-American game.
Jayme, did you know there's a Tom's in Houston?
No, I had no idea.
It's downtown on Caroline. Somebody just texted me. I had no clue. We're going to have to check that out.
Yeah, it was legit.
Go ahead, Towns.
Anybody get a chance to watch the McDonald's All-American game?
Yep.
Jayme, what'd you think?
That I have no life and that I only watch basketball?
Hey, man, I watched it too.
No. I thought our guys looked great, especially in the second half. I guess we're supposed to call Isaiah Zay. That's what they called him the whole game. So Zay Harwell, dude, he looked so good. No.
You're right back for a little bathroom break.
All right.
But no, I mean, he was shooting the NBA three. It looked smooth. He had a follow-up dunk off a rebound. Got a couple of steals. I keep calling him Cenac. They were calling him Sanak. But, fade away, stepped outside, shot the corner three. Just shows that he has a lot of range. He can play in the post, but also show the ability to get outside and shoot. The kid that's going to Kansas, he's going to be a freak. Now, I did the other day the Will Smith last episode of Fresh Prince, where it's just him standing in the living room by himself, nobody around him.
Yeah.
But no, he's going to be tough. There was a lot.
I'm more worried about the kid going to Baylor.
Me too, man.
That dude looked good.
So he's like the kid from Nebraska, the quarterback that wants to be Patrick Mahomes. This kid wants to be Anthony Edwards. He looks just like him. He wears the one armband on his upper arm. But no, he showed out. He's a freak athlete, tons of energy. So it gives, Scott something to build around at Baylor. But I thought our guys represented really, really well. And I was excited to see Zay because I hadn't really seen him as much as the other guys. I've seen Ryan and I went to watch Kingston. I've seen him play a couple of times. Super excited about him too. I think he's playing in the Jordan Classic, so he'll have his opportunity to play in one of the big All-Star games. But
and that's coming up in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah. So
Sanak got 11 points on 5 of 9 and 7 rebounds. Harwell 16 points on 6 of 9 and 4-7 from 3, 4 boards, 2 assists, and 2 steals.
Yeah.
We're really talking about stats from a high school All-Star.
I know, but man, it gave me something to be excited about for sure. Just because I haven't seen him play as much.
The thing that I liked about watching Sanak is Cenac, whatever. Sanak.
Yeah, we got to decide on that. We can't.
Well, I mean,
let these people tell us.
We'll have to
it's going to be it's going to be a Javier thing for a couple of years, probably.
He got me excited because he looked deadly from that mid range, from the elbow. I was like, oh man, please tell me that that's going to carry over, because you get a guy that can hit that at his size and athleticism, a guy can handle the ball. You're talking about somebody who could truly face up and be dangerous from anywhere on the court at that size. Jesus.
Yeah.
Harwell. I mean, and I watched him tonight. He was playing in the Chipotle Nationals. They were playing in the play-in game for playing against IMG. And man, that dude is one of us. He had 3 fouls in the first half. He got 2 fouls in like 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Sat out for a while, came in, got another foul. It was a terrible call, but then whenever you see him play, that kid can play. And so you'll want to keep an eye on that tomorrow. ESPN2, you'll see they got another game tomorrow, I believe, and then Sinak and his crew are playing in that. I don't think Kingston's team is in that. I think these are all the strip mall schools.
Jayme, when does the Duke Scout go up on the site? Jayme doesn't decide that. I do. And it'll probably go up Saturday morning. It's typically what we've done is day of. For some early games, we do it the day before. But since this is a 7:30, 7:40 game, it'll probably go up that morning. It gives him more time to watch film and tweak it. He's a tweaker, and I mean that in a nice way. He likes to edit and keep adding. G's interview on 365 was a splash. Represented us well. Really did. Like, I was thinking this could go amazing or it could be a disaster, but you were smooth. Yeah, I mean, have you done interviews like that are like 30 minutes, 25 minutes? Do you do a lot of that?
I think he's muted.
Oh, he is.
I said no.
Okay. But I mean, you handled it well because there's stress in that sort of situation. But at least you were on a camera, which was better than a radio where there's like a 4-second delay and you're like, oh God, am I alone?
You think Galen gets nervous?
Yeah, but not on that clearly.
Nothing phases this guy.
Oh, God, ass kisser.
Hey, man, we all watched him play.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude faced up Kentucky and went and just bit their throats. He didn't care. Ain't nothing too big for that.
Are you done?
Go ahead.
These guys staying longer than a year? Question mark.
We'll see.
I don't know if I don't think you can say. I think they were confident that Jarris was leaving, but Jarris had a man's body. Kingston's small. Sinak is big, but I don't know. And I haven't seen Isaiah Harwell enough to say.
I mean, if I had to bet, I would say Sinak's probably a one and done. And then I think you have a shot at the other two. Say,
Sinak plans to going one and done at U of H. There you go. Mm-hmm. And hope he does, because that's Kellen said this to me last week: lose a pro, gain a pro, and that's a situation you can deal with.
Part of it.
It's part, and it's great for your school.
You want them to come here, and then you want them to go out in the lottery.
Yeah, Kingston will be the best of all the incoming freshmen before it's done.
It could be.
Yeah. I hope so, man. Having a point guard like that, I think we're in good hands. I hate to look forward, but I mean, it's right here in front of us since they're all playing right now. But damn, man, we just flat out reload next year.
I mean, this is going to be a struggle early, and you know.
I mean, it's a struggle this year early.
Yeah, it was, but you had veteran leadership on this team. You're not going to have as much of that next year.
Well,
so
you're not going to have
won't
someone
look the same.
I mean, you're not going to have a 35-year-old in the post.
No, you will not.
But I mean, you still, if everybody comes back and we expect to come back, you got a good, solid group of veterans.
Galen, you've been awfully quiet tonight. You all right?
Man, I'm absolutely. I'm all right. I'm just
okay.
listening.
So before you went and took your break, you were going to tell us everything that Kelvin said to you this morning. So go ahead with that.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Okay. Yeah.
Not be doing that, brother.
Okay. I'll try it.
There's only Obi-Wan and Yoda. They got to talk. They got to talk shop. Nobody else can hear.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I wouldn't dare repeat what he said.
Okay.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for where our team is mentally. That's one thing I will say based on our conversation.
Well, I don't know what was said, but my feeling is that I've seen it too many times when a team struggles a couple of times and then has that one final struggle, and then all of a sudden everything clicks and they go on a hellacious run.
Yeah. It was like you just got a group of guys who, or at least our leaders, the core of our team, they've been there, they've done that. So it's not new territory, you know. So I feel like that's a big advantage that we have going into going to whatever the game that we have against the Duke.
And you got to have a lot of confidence winning 30 or 31 games. I mean, yeah. I know I speak for everyone that they wish that game was tonight. Like, go play it now. But
nah,
I think
man,
this is
I
gonna work out.
want to savor it. I want to savor it. It feels a lot different than it did the last time we went. Just probably because it's a destination and it's not stuck in a bubble. So there's more leading up to it, and I don't know. It's just there now. You get the whole experience that you're going to a Final Four, and it's not just a place that you've been camped out for a month. Yeah. Something extra to it.
Yeah. And I think that you went into that Final Four, you won your Elite Eight game in the same building as the Final Four was going to be in. And immediately you knew, Baylor's a good bit better. And I'm sure a lot of people think that Duke is a good bit better, but I just don't think they are. And so I think there's certainly more potential for you to get to Monday night than there was a few years ago. So I would like, if I were U of H fan, I would like where I'm at, like feel really good with this team right now. I'm going to really miss old man Juwan. He's starting to get a little pissy about being called old. It's kind of funny to see. Like, I've been doing it for months, and he was starting to build. Now he's getting there. Ryan, do they have you in the team hotel? No, I'm at a La Quinta in the parking lot of a Denny's.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Loyal to the soil.
I mean, that's what La Quinta means.
La Quinta means in
Denny's.
Spanish is Denny's. Yeah.
Next to Denny's.
Next to Denny's, you're right. So, but we're just across the freeway from the arena, so I'm happy about that. Galen is about 150 miles from the arena in northwest San Antonio, and I look forward to him making that drive every day. But no, I'm not at the team hotel. They're at the Marriott right next to the River Center, I think. So
I am at the team hotel, but they didn't put me there for sure.
No, Jayme, big baller, high dollar roller, buying the package. So enjoy, have fun with that. And you get there Friday?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna get there for I want to see all the practices, so I'll leave here pretty early on a Friday morning.
All right. Yeah. That unspoken conversation gives me great confidence. There you go. The ride won't stop, and I won't stop appreciating it. And I hope that if you lose Saturday,
We ain't talking
that
about
people,
that. We ain't
well,
talking,
but you appreciate what this team is and what they've
we ain't
accomplished.
talking about that.
If they don't even, they're in San Antonio, but they don't even make it to the arena. They have accomplished so much. You've cut down the nets 3 times already. I mean, this team is everything you could ever hope it to be. But I will withhold from saying things like that from here on out. Agreed, Ryan. I feel more confident in this Final Four as opposed to the one where Baylor or U of H faced Baylor. Wendy's dumpster. I'm not quite sure what that is talking about.
You're looking for GameStop.
Big Jack says, "Can I crash at your place Saturday night?" Yes, absolutely. Come on.
No Diddy.
Yeah, it's going to be me and Mick Cronin. So
Twins for real.
yeah. Time to plug out Pizza Shop. Star Pizza.
Good people.
You can make fun of me for the way I say it. That's fine. But know this. It's your place. They support U of H and U of H athletes and shows like this. Austin Carlisle's just done a deal with them. I saw him yesterday. I love that guy. Just a really good dude. So get you some Star Pizza. Enjoy it. Make sure you get it before the semifinal game. Any idea if we see some U of H alum at the game, that one will be there. That one will be there. Jim Nance will be there. I assume there'll
Never
be
know
others.
who's going to show up.
Yeah.
Elvin will be there.
Elvin will be there. He will be doing the game. So, yeah. I mean, and, you know, half the guys on this team have a U of H degree. I think Jawan's been there long enough to have 3 or 4.
Dr. Jawan.
I did not have a hotel today. I got the U of H Final Four experience through the hotel, or through the school, excuse me. Rolando Super Tacos and Mimi's Barbacoa Tacos.
Yeah, you have my attention.
Yeah. Pipes, give me some non-breakfast taco places because I don't eat eggs, and that really limits your breakfast taco intake. Plus, I got Denny's right there in the parking lot. So maybe some options for non-breakfast foods. We're not going to go to Dick's, as Town suggests.
Dick's Last Resort.
Yeah, they know. They know. Do you think the team is feeling the disrespect? Maybe. I just don't.
Honestly, I don't.
They're
even
going to
know
find
if they-
something.
I don't even know if they even recognize it. They just know that
On the floor, shit.
it's just kind of. I would assume that they're just used to it by now.
They are as not tuned in to social media, to the noise, as any people I've ever met. They just don't.
Good.
They don't absorb it. They don't. You know, I mean, I think they watch TikTok dances, and that's about it. So you're not gonna. I mean, Emmanuel and Ramon stopped making the TikTok dances a year ago when I started asking about them. So I'm not excited to see U of H win a title. I'm excited for these players. We know how hard these kids work, and I want this dream to come true for them, not me. That sounds really nice. I don't believe it, but that sounds really nice. I think it would be really cool for this team to be the team that does it. And what that would mean for them, for Kelvin, for the psyche of this fan base, and for the Riverwalk, because they're going to burn it down.
Yes, we will find a way to burn water.
Yeah. I hope Juwan keeps his hands out of the cookie jar against Flag. I can see Duke doing their best to get him out of the game. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, when Juwan went out, you went on a run.
You can't.
Sunday.
No, let's not bank on that being the.
No, you don't bank on it, but I mean, if that happens, it's not like losing Jamal, or it's not a death sentence. U of H has options.
Well, and they've
gone with that small lineup, and
they had experience, and I think it's strange to say, but it was a blessing in disguise that he was held out of the conference tournament because they were forced to play without it.
Okay. The SEC network could not name one player outside the head coach. Yeah, I believe that. Why would you know U of H's players when you watch the best conference of all time for the entire year? So, what are you eating? Is that a carrot?
Cheetos?
Cheetos.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these athletes just let it all go once the season's over.
Hey, man, season's over. You could chub up for a few weeks.
Okay, I don't. So why are you not complaining about him saying that? You complain about the things I say. I would like to see that Cheeto dust just fly through the air as you do a spit take. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some final thoughts and get out of here. Jayme, what do you have?
No, just looking forward to seeing everybody in San Antonio. Enjoy it, soak it in. I'm so excited. That's why I wanted to do it big for this trip, because you just never know when you'll have that opportunity again. So I'm excited for our fans. I'm excited for our players, our coaches, the entire staff, just everybody, man. I'm just thrilled, and just can't wait to see everybody in San Antonio, and let's do it big this weekend.
Bradley?
I can't wait, man. I cannot wait to watch it. Playing on house money, man. Just let it ride. I have a feeling that these guys are going to step up to the occasion and make things really, really, really difficult. I know that this team can not just compete. I know that this team can win. I can't wait to watch them go out and compete and take on this challenge. I've always thought that if U of H is going to win a title after what we've been through as a fan base, since the program began and being so close so many times, we got to go through the toughest. We got to go through the toughest possible road, and that toughest possible road is here. So go out and grab it, and don't let go. And everybody enjoy every minute of it.
To kind of piggyback off what Jimmy said, we have a team that we can hurt you from outside the arc as well as in the paint. We have weapons all around the court. So I just think that if our guys, they play to their strengths and play to what we're good at, we'll be all right. But like Jamie said, it's just enjoy witnessing this and being a part of this, because you never know when it's going to happen again. A Final Four, that's never a given. There's a bit of, there's coaching and, the players that you have, but it's also a bit of luck in achieving that. So it's like, let's not take it for granted. Let's enjoy let alone it being in Texas, let's just enjoy the journey. Like, let's if you're watching this, make your way to San Antonio, cheer on our guys, because it's not every year that you can cheer on a team has the ability to win a national championship. So I'm just words can't describe. I'm beyond grateful. I'm beyond happy for our guys to be able to achieve this, because we're like the little engine that could. Just little old Houston. Amongst all these Power 5 schools, we're just little old Houston. You know, so it's that's what makes us who we are, having that chip on our shoulder. And it's just like, I feel like that's the advantage that we have. So, but like I said, just proud of our guys, man. Just beyond proud. Those guys deserve all the success that they're having.
Start Cheetos. I did it.
A Cheeto pizza.
Are you listening, Mike? You could make that happen. I need to buy Brad a beer. Maybe not. I hope Fabian White's mom is there. She is the loudest cheering fan I've ever heard.
Absolutely.
She'll be there.
Every game. I loved it. Loved it.
Where's the Godfather tonight? That's a great question. Where is he?
I had to take on a new role. And instead of talking, I had to shut the fuck up and listen. So that's what I did tonight.
Okay.
The facilitator. He's not going to score every night.
You got to read the court. You know.
Okay.
When you got a guy like Jayme on the show with us, man, it's best you keep quiet and just listen to greatness. You know.
I don't know about that, big dog.
Clip that. Clip that.
Big Mick.
Big wiener.
Mick's going to be in San Antonio. We got to get him and Galen together.
Oh,
Ryan, I know you didn't just say that shit out loud. I know you didn't, brother. I know you didn't. I'm just act like it didn't happen. Unreal.
All right. Thank y'all so much. If you haven't been to GoCoogs.com in the last 2 days, we've added, I think, 10 pieces of content. There's about 5 videos on YouTube that we've added. Add one more tomorrow with LJ. That's a lot. Been doing
Check out Ryan's diary.
Final Four diary. Just thoughts and things that pop into my head. I took you through my day yesterday on campus. The craziest, most eventful day I've ever had doing this. When you have one-on-ones with Kelvin, Willie Fritz, and Eddie Nunez and Matthew Mitchell, the new women's coach, in a day, really in like a 3-hour period. That's how wild my day was. One-on-one with Karen Samson, who's so much fun. Eddie has some stuff cooking that y'all are gonna love. He is doing it differently than they've done it in the past. You've got to let him get these things done, and we're going to have him here. He's going to walk us through all the steps that they've taken. This is basketball related. You're going to love it. So big stuff coming for your Cougars. I'm listening. Cheetos on deck.
Right.
Gonna need some time with that. I'm gonna teach you, Mike. You make a cheese pizza and then you put a whole bunch of Cheetos on it, and you watch that fat fuck come down from the heights to Washington and he'll eat you out of a restaurant. Repeat and win.
Jayme, okay, we on the same type. Oh, brother. Hey, yo, Ryan.
No,
hey,
no. That's okay.
You need to be in prison. That is sin.
Okay, that motherfucker said I'm chubbing up, and you're gonna talk to me about this bullshit? No.
Wow, crazy. Hey, yo. That is wicked.
All right, we're gonna do an auction soon. We're gonna auction off. Oh, can all go to hell.
Crazy.
So GoCoogs.com, CougFans.com. All of you have been talking about it. OneSubstantial.com. Show them the shirt. Beat everyone. What's crazy? Jayme wearing the shirt. Galen wearing a U of H shirt. Not even.
It's all the same. It's all the same. It's all.
Well,
the
no,
same.
you didn't make $1 off of that red shirt. You made
Well,
something
my
off of
theory,
Jayme's.
my theory is that you got to move. You're in the process of moving back, so wearing the U of H gear, that's just a work shirt. You got to do work, and then you get fancy with your own stuff.
I've been in restaurants
Tom,
Sunday night.
That's why I fuck with you, man. That's why I fuck with you, Tom. You get it. You get me.
Exactly,
man.
I've seen more U of H gear around the city in the last 3 days that I'd seen in the last year. So people are getting on the bandwagon. There's room.
Yeah, it'll never be. The bandwagon will always have room.
Absolutely.
And I want as many truck stop fans as we could possibly get.
Yep. Miami starter jackets, stop and go t-shirts, make it happen.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate all of you. Jayme, Galen, Brad. See the two of you in San Antonio. Brad, I'll see you some point soon, maybe. All right. Thank you all so much. Go Cougs.